One of the best ways to know what you should be doing with your life and what path you should be going down is when you begin to look at your life and think about it as a narrative. Hi, my name is Martin Trench. I am a spiritual and biblical teacher, a speaker, author, and coach. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do I know what God's will for my life is? How can I be sure what path I'm supposed to be going down? And one of the reasons people ask that question and feel like they might be on the wrong path is because their life can often feel kind of chaotic and as if it's disjointed, and they have a whole lot of different things that have happened in their life in the past, and it doesn't seem connected in any way with the present, and they've got no idea of where they're going in the future. And so because of that disjointed feeling, often people can feel like their life is just going in circles and not achieving anything. But I have a way that will help you re-evaluate your life. And it is simply to think of your life like a storybook. And the different sections of your life are different chapters in that story. And if you think of stories that you've read or movies that you've watched, very often it does look like the character's life is going nowhere. They're in a dead-end job and they don't have any friends, or they're about to face a financial crisis or something like that. And then a turn of events takes place. And when that turn of events takes place, it's like a whole new chapter begins in their life. And it's not until that new chapter begins that you see the continuity with what happened before. In fact, a better way to think about it might not be a movie or a book, but maybe more like a TV series that has different seasons. And like your life also has different seasons. In some seasons, you're learning a lot of stuff. In some seasons, you're going through a lot of battles. In other seasons, you're resting and relaxing. In other seasons, you're achieving things. And so if you think of your life as a TV series with many seasons or a book with many chapters, and if you go back in your mind and think about things that have happened in your past up until now, how would you divide them into chapters? That was such and such a chapter, and then I went on to such and such a chapter. Maybe take a notepad and a pen and just sit and think about these things and jot them down. And you know what you'll find out? You will find out as you read it back that there is a direction that your life is going in. There is a sense of momentum. There is a narrative and a story arc to your life that you might not have been aware of. Just like when you're watching a movie, the main character in the movie is not aware of the story arc that is happening, but you as the observer are. You know, even in the Bible, it says that God wrote every day of your life down in his book before a single one had come to pass. And it's exciting to turn the page and see what's coming next in your life. And when you think about the writers of the New Testament, they very often used story, narrative to relate to people's lives. Jesus told parables. I mean, think about the parable of the prodigal son. How many of us can relate to that? Or to the lost sheep that went astray? How many of us can relate to that? It is a story, and our life is also a story, and that's why we see the reflection. Or the Apostle Paul says, think of the story of the Exodus and Moses leading the children of Israel. It's actually an example for us today. It's a story arc that follows our spiritual journey today. I encourage you to rethink your life's journey. Think of it in blocks, like chapters or seasons of a TV show. And as you do so, you will see that there has been momentum where before you only thought you were going round and round in circles. This month, I'm taking a group of people in my school community through Discover Your Life Purpose Challenge. And this is one of the things we're doing a deep dive into. So if you're interested, go to martintrench.com, click on school, and you'll get more information. And I hope to see many of you there.